Okay, I move into my desktop. Got more monitors now, and I'm working on figuring out how to move that function, one of my local functions, into one of like its own file and exporting it. Something is going on that it's not actually reaching it, and that's how it should be working, but it's not. So I'll see what's happening. Probably do from the testing side of things. We're just gonna test everything again. Oh, W file name, delete, library, ID. All right. Took away the filling. Okay, so everything is passing. So what I'm thinking of doing, what would happen if I come over, I do a little import, handle, fail, validations, validations. I gotta fix that. Wire that. You're gonna leave here. You're gonna leave the model. You're gonna leave that. Go to the helpers. Go to handle, fail validations. Now I want you to do a little console log over here. So log that out. JSON, stringify. Let me see the whole function. Why is the whole function undefined? Not good. I'm not even invoking the function. That's a big problem. Validation results. What? Okay. But it's running though. It is running. It gets there. Good. So it gets there. There we go. Back as before. And the validations is there. Now, if If I comment it out, everything should fail. But if I do a require, this has the same name. Equals require. You need to leave twice, go to helpers, and the validation failed. There we go. Now this is the question why this thing's not being used anymore. One, two, three. Now it finds it, but it's not working. And everything fails. This is a 1-2-1. Yeah, this should work. This should work. And I should be able to grab this from one file and like grab it for like all the other like routers. And it should work fine. That's how I could have one point, like keep my code dry. But it's not working. I'm missing something and I can't tell what it is at the moment. What am I missing? Before I couldn't find it, but now it finds it. It goes inside validation. So that's working. Oh, I see. It's the dependencies of it that is now. That's what I was missing. Okay. I knew I was missing something. I need to take a break. Oh boy. I need to take a break. Something that simple. And I was having issues with it. There we go. Validation results was not. That's why even on the other one, I require different things. Okay. Damn it. Damn it. Can't. That's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing that I forgot that. Validation result equals require was like, wait, why is it doing that? That should work. Ah, come on. I mean, I was troll for so long. That's why I believe I has if I was working with TypeScript, TypeScript would have told me, hey, dummy, you forgot to import this because when you moved it, you didn't you didn't import this and you're using this. Ah, nice. Nice. That means I could get rid of that. I still need the params and body to be here just because every point is gonna be different. Yeah, every router is gonna be different, just a little bit. So enough that, yep, I don't need that. If I'm working with, when I start working with TypeScript and confirm this, I'm gonna be able to use like import from, hopefully, or maybe like import all from require. We'll see. So, yep, that goes there. That could do that later on for all of them. Move body data collection. Move back validation into helper directory. That's done. What's this? Move body data collection. Oh, it's just this. Like I do delete an item. So I wonder what did I got this messages there. So I'm assuming that it's this thing over here. Did I mess with anything? Okay. It's gonna be a number function. Body. Data. Let's call it body data. It's gonna be request, response, and next. Yoink. Copy that, comment that out, paste that in. Oh boy. Let's see, 165G. I guess I could make this very easy. And I could just call it, just because I'm gonna validate, it's been validated. How did I wanna say? I don't wanna use body, everything that is on body is not validated yet. I could just say request. What did I wanna do? Could do request body and just say body data. Could do request body data. I'll go with this one. It's gonna equals update library data. Right. So I don't like that name. I'm gonna go ahead and change that to data. Okay. So go save it for the next middleware. Just move to the next. That's fine. I can't do a list comprehension, so I have to do it like this, like that. Labor rows. Okay. So this has to go almost before this one goes in. And all I have to do now is just do some passing requests, body data. Should pass it. Yes. That means all of this is gone. Okay, easier on the eyes. That also means I'm done with that. Before I do that, that is saved, that is working, that is done. Let's go ahead and add a, so this is this. Yeah, I'm adding a couple of things already. I already moved the data collection to that. So we better to do it like this. Yeah, this is not a new feature. This is more like refactoring. Really. Move body data collection. Collect body data. More like move collect body data into a local middle. Go with that. There's a little extra thing that I did. I'm about to merge them. Um, Damn it. Oh well. Validation now is a little too long. Now it's global. Just call it like that. It's gonna go with this. Now, don't tell you the why. Like make handle fail validation into a global middleware. Yeah, that's fine. I gotta stop a little more often. So my comments are not too long. Mhm. All right, so this is the same thing with this. New library, body. So paste, oops, body data. I'll make sure that it works. And the request body data. Go from there. Should pass. Cool. This is peculiar. Why isn't there like a filling? Oh, all the filling stuff is done on the validation. Cool. Um, I could make this a little smaller. So would you? Oh, that's nice. Let's do the first one. Save that. That's gonna fail. Should have failed. Okay, why is it passing? Which test is this? This is for the pulse. Testing correctly. What? Answer that log. Body. Go. Where the hell's the console log? Oh, that's why. This thing is not, it's running the other thing. Underwear. Now I should see a pass. There we go. Ballot name is failing though. Anyways, add a new one. Success. It's passing fine. And this thing right here is failing. Oh, I see why it's failing because I changed that. I had to run all the tests before I move on to the next one. It passes. So cool. Is that an improvement or is that a feature? I'll say that's a little feature. Post now returns only that first. Maybe not. Return only the. What I'm trying to do here is like unwrap it from the list. So I'm saying I'm saying that let me just say that unwrap library data from the list. Makes sense to me. Cool. So this thing, um, use middleware. Okay, so what's the why and the how? The why is make core drier by using local middleware. That's the why, and that's the how. The why here, it's more like a little improvement. Well, is that a bug fix or an improvement? Like fix, say fix, selecting, wrapping. Double check my spelling. So unwrapping. So fix unwrapping an assistant. Remove array. That's the Y. And how? By updating by, by removing index of 0. So wordy, but screw it. That works. What's next? I almost have a meeting like in 10 minutes, so I'll have to cut this short. Something changed here. Yeah, this card does changes. There we go. Cool. Right, going. There might be something I could do about this. This should be here in this file because this is specific to this router. I could possibly, oh, I did this on purpose because I wanted to see that, like, to which one is actually aligned to. Always name it like post validation, this validation, all that kind of stuff. For now, it's not necessary, it's not big enough, but I could always just add a constant variable on the top and just name it respectively. Semantic enough that I just by a glance, I could see that it's for the post. So that should be fine. I don't need to do anything with that. Change resource name to find the name. Fair enough. Before I do that, let's change test to get by ID. ID. It's another one that I need to update. Same deal. I want the text of my last commit. Thank you. All right, everything's passing. So this thing's just gonna be now called name. That should make the test fail. Really? I don't buy that for a second. Let's see. Oh, because I'm here on this one. Of course it's not gonna make it fail. I need to go to the other one. Is there anything I want to do here? No, this one is fine. bunch of all of them failed. Because if you do it like this, you need to update this one here too. Oh boy. Control B. There we go. Now it should be fine for two of them. And here we have the same thing. So this could go away. Actually, I could use that. Both of them. Gonna go here. So change the resource name from find blah 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 to name that name. Sure. Commit. Undo it. Add it. Just gonna double check real quick. Good to go. Now, if I go back to the testing, delete that. That works. All right, we are good here. So last thing I want to do, will have to do be that. I guess I could also add a something that says like this is gonna be a global middleware. Also something about it's a little to do to remind myself. Hold on. So remind myself to run this router test. And this router will be finished. All right, so I want to set a limiter. So how many I actually get back. Sending and descending a limiter. Let me look at the documentation for connects. Sorry, connects. Is the cheat sheet. I also want to look at my references. I'm gonna be looking into query string. And if I remember right, Express has something that says like, I think it's, what was it, query? Or just the query object. So maybe require query. Cool. I'm thinking amount, like limit, and then one that says like order. Will be more like this. So I'm thinking the fall is gonna be 10, and I'm thinking order is gonna be ascending, sending, descending. We'll go from there. But what about not the same last 10 type of deal? Because you could always be getting the same 10, the same 10, the same 10, the same 10. So how do I avoid that? Well, for now, I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be back. The meeting got moved for like an hour and a half from now. So should be good. All right. Let me remind myself about the query strings. So it's yes, percentage. This means that the front end is responsible for building it correctly. Okay, that's easy. That's not hard at all. But how do I get away from that? What I could do is that you could pass down an ID, and that ID you select out of place from that ID. You select the next 10. Or you could select how many you want to select after that. How would I? So it'll be something like, and this is just gonna be optional. Oh, everything here has to be validated. So that's easy. The limit is gonna be an integer. The order is only, you're only gonna be able to select from the ascending, descending, and the one I'm building right now is just an integer. That's not hard. I'll get to the SQL after I deal with this. So select, call it select after. Select an ID. You can also give me a list. So I'm not gonna be doing that for every single one of them. Oh boy, all my shortcuts were basically gone. Bye. Slash. Damn it. Control B. X. There we go. So that's what I'm thinking. Select after, you would do it from that, so you could go from the list. It will be bound to the ascending descending order. And we could say request query, like a void. I guess you could give me like a and give me a range. And give me a less. What would have been easier for the front end? To just have a list of all the IDs that I don't want to, that will be the easiest thing. So at least for them. So I'm just gonna have that. I'm gonna put it down the list. This is gonna be optional. At least I'm gonna research how to do it. That should do it. I will need to have a like user to have it like that. The default for sure could be 10. That's fine. Um, there's still, it could be all. That sounds like an if statement. And let's see. What else did I want to do? I want to limit it a specific amount, or I want to do all of them. Yeah, I want to avoid trying to do all of them because we'll get messy like that. When this database grows, it's doing a couple gigabytes of data every time I get a request. It'll be too much. Oh, I could do this pretty easily. Request that query select before, and that's how I could have my range. Um, I will take an ID. I had to see how I could deal with that. But that would do what I wanted to do. Like that, you could have paginations. Like that, you could have order from last to first, and vice versa. From select after and select before, you could have a range, and you could do avoid to not display some of them. And that's all the features I like. That means I want to pass all of that if they're there to the library. Mm, I'll put them all into an object. And I have to cherry pick them because I don't want some hacker to be able to come in, put a query that I'm not validating for. Mhm. And pass it um, to the SQL and let them like do something funky with it. Yeah, that should be fine. So what's the next step? Um, right, so now I know what to do. Let's go to the test. Let's test all that. So that's all query strings. All query strings. But I want to divide them by, that's more like a description. And from the description, I go for every single one of them. That I want to go ahead and do a specific one at a time, or do I just want to apply everything to it? Okay. This one, you can't apply anything else to it as well. So the range is going to come from those two, so I don't need that. So the permutation is going to come from here. This gets all of that. And then this one gets all of those. Um, which this one should be testing all of this. And I could just have something for that. Just check that all query returns all libraries. Sure. In the future, if the database gets really huge, I want to give access this to only to special accounts. Because that's a little too powerful. That's a lot of power. Let's see. Async. It doesn't make sense if you only have one place to edit it, to use it everywhere. When it comes to the URL. So I'm just gonna request resource, validate response. That should be fine. Constant request server. Get backtick URL. This is where the magic starts. Let me look at my reference. Would it be okay to just put, well, okay. Looks kind of weird. But I'm not gonna give it like another endpoint just to go ahead and put some query strings. Okay. First one I want is limit, which is gonna be, let's do 20 because the default is 10. Okay, next one, order, sending. Next one is select after ID1, keep it super simple. Select before. Let's do 19. So it'll be pretty obvious. And how can you do a list or an array as a query string? Do you put it? So I think it's gonna go like this. So I'm gonna do a boy equals. I'm just gonna write a list. So boy number 10, 11, and 12. That'll be simple for the front end to do. Now I'm gonna double check that is the right way. Okay. Let's see. MDN query string. Interesting. Very interesting. Second time I see the search. Be news. So express query string. Hmm. Interesting. That's the first thought that I had. That search thing doesn't look like it's required. It's just everything up to the question mark. So you could do a bracket and everything you put after it is gonna be treated as that. Interesting. Let me see something. This is of PHP, so I might want to spell it out that I want for JavaScript just in case there's any gotchas. Yep, framework specific. I should be saying express though, but I'm curious. What is this doing? Is this actually getting every character on it as an array? Not what I want. Interesting. Wait. This is really my weak side. Huh. Let's wait something for node. Passing arrays. Ah, you could do it like that. Mm. Oh, that's how you do it. You just add one thing here. You just repeat the same thing. You add it there. Oh boy, that's annoying. That's really annoying. That's really annoying. Oof. I don't know about that. That URL is gonna be crazy. I'd rather have a post and you're actually passing an array. Hmm. So yeah, this is how it's done. Huh. So you want to encode it to a query string. It will make it a string. Fair enough. All right. I like this solution. I'm gonna go with this solution. This is how I go to the front end to do it. And all I have to do is just parse it and get it from there. As long as I make my SQL able to take more than one value, I should be fine. And as long as I could pass one value for testing, that should be good on my side. So I'm good there. Yeah, get away with that. Yeah, you could just build the URL. That's fine. It's pretty good. I'm gonna save it just in case this is pulled down. Um, mhm, mhm. Nope. So let's see something. what I would do, because typically if somebody have access to this, I'll give them an account, and that account is gonna have like a specific value that is gonna store like what I have given them, and I'll probably have the option to give them like piece by piece if they want to. That's how I will handle that. Yeah. This is a good review. Give me that good idea about the limiter. All right, that should be fine. Query string, really nothing much to it. The only thing here is telling me not how to build it or to pass out the values. Not really. Too simple to what I was looking for. But more like how to actually select the query. Mm-hmm. Even though the lesson was small, I'll take a review for later. Back to business. So you can't do it like that. I wish. I'm just gonna avoid one thing. And I'll make sure that I could do one or many. And because I'm gonna stringify, the front end is just gonna stringify a whole list. I don't have to worry about it because all I have to do is just parse it. I may have to do a test though. Um, yeah, from there that should be good. Okay, spec doesn't matter. I want to do a console log first. Body. From there, this it's obviously gonna pass. I'm gonna just make it fail for now. And that's why. Mm, oh, get all libraries. Cool. How it should be. Why am I failing one test? Oh, doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna gather all query limiters. God, Okay, query options. I gotta pass it down. It's gonna be constant. I'm gonna call it query. Let's call it options equals an object. I don't know how to do is just put this over here. Good to go. Go start with that. I gotta do the validation later. So hit do check all validations work. So I got a limit. That is gonna be either 10 or something like here. I query that limit. False to 10 if none are provided. Instead of all, I'm gonna call it none. So that could be a string or that could be I could say limit is 0 and that could be none, which is more semantic. No limit or what? A good question. Order, rec, order, query, order, um, select after. That's one way to do it. I'll stick with that for now. Because I could do it the other way. Stop doing that. Here's the model. Get our libraries. Getting options. So log options. Good. All right. So let me start looking. Right now, only run the failing test. Where did I have the connects? Shortcut. Let's see. Just wanna select final amount. That got something to do with SQL. But I don't remember. Oh man. Okay, so with the count is 10. I've done it before. Uh,